So I've done a lot of work on the Style Generator. I want to get some eyes on it, get some usage. But I wanted to show all the features I added. So one of the big things is I did add this preview. It is looking at Style Generator in real time. So as you build your blade, you can actually see it here instead of having to go back and forth. You can always still jump over to Style Editor anytime you want. But this is a real quick one I put together. But I'm going to actually reload the page. So when you first come in, obviously there's no style applied. So I'm going to start off by building a style. You can choose either color if you just want a single solid color blade, but most people won't use this for that, or an effect. On the add effect screen, you can actually see kind of a preview of these effects. So if you're not sure what one means, you can actually preview it. So the exceptions would be color cycle and style fire. They actually require you to press the power button to preview them, and that's because of the way the effects actually work. So same with color cycle, you'd have to press power to view it. So for our purposes, I'll just grab a brown noise flicker. So you can click on the one you want, and then in here you can edit the colors and the other variables. So for color, I can choose anything from the pre-existing list, or I can also use the RGB slider. So I'll make my own color up. And this gives you the preview of it. Save the color. And then you can save the effect. And now the effect's there. Now, the real help of this tool is the ability to nest styles. So that's my base style. That's pretty straightforward. But anywhere that there's a color, I can either change the color or I can add an effect. So if I want to add an effect, say instead of yellow, I'll add, maybe I'll just add a pulse. So I can add pulsing. I'll just leave those for now. Hit save effect. And you can see what it does to the blade. So it's giving you a preview. This little window here, this is your opportunity. If you don't like what you just did, you can undo it and it'll revert. Now it only does that for the last nest you did. So if you do a bunch of them and you don't revert, then you're gonna have to start over if you don't like the end result. But I'll go back in, I'll add the effect this time. Maybe I'll do just a sparkle and I'll save it. And then that's my end result. Maybe not the prettiest blade, but I'm kind of just making it up as I go, and I'll keep that effect. And then you can just keep nesting as long as you see these. Obviously, the more layered you get, sometimes you get really good stuff. Sometimes you actually get some odd looking blades, but the fun part is just kind of building them. But once you're all done and happy with this, you just hit save and apply style. And then that's now your main blade style, and it's visible here. And then from here, I can add all my other effects. So I can add an in-out helper. So what that means now is that there's actually an on and off. So in order to view the style, I'd have to hit power. I can add my clash. I'm just using the defaults to run through this. I'll add a blast, and then I will add a localized lockup. And now since there is an in-out helper on there, I'm going to hit power. And then I can see what my clash does, see what my blast does, see my lockup. It's a little washed out. You can see my drag. And then if I'm happy with everything, I can either view it in editor or I can just copy the style PTR right from here. But if you click view in editor, it takes you right out to style editor with that exact same style. So now you can make your fine tuning here with this tool if you want, or you can also copy from here as well. But I tried to make it as user-friendly as possible. Also gave it a lot of bells and whistles to kind of help out and everything. So hopefully you all enjoy it. Like I said, if you see anything, if there's any bugs, just either reply to this post, or you can reply on the TRA forum. I'll keep the link in the post. That way I can try to take a look at stuff. So go have fun with it and let me know what you think. Thanks.